Transition been like for you from coming from Hawaii to Oklahoma? Just what are the last few weeks and last couple of months been like for you?
So I came in January. I think I've been here since January. And I mean, I wasn't used to the weather. You know, one day it was snowing, like a snowstorm. I've never even been in a snowstorm before, so like I immediately went outside. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm loving it here so far though. But some of these guys are, you know, welcoming me very well. I mean, I'm getting along with everybody. You know, everybody's welcoming me with open arms because, you know, they know I'm coming from afar. So, you know, appreciate these guys, you know, taking care of me, taking me out or whatever. Because I don't got a car. I got my Lamborghinis. So, shouts out to Lucas especially because when I first came, because I came on my official visit and then I had to fly back. Then I came back the next day, literally after my official visit. He literally dropped me off and then picked me back up from the airport. But I mean, yeah, I'm loving it so far. I mean, definitely missed some fresh fish, though. I'd say that.
What was that first experience in the snow like?
Went out and made a snow angel. It was fun. I mean, shoot, my hands was really cold. I mean, it was cool. I mean, try to make a snowman. It did not work out. It's very powdery snow, but I mean. It was fun. It was like being a kid out there in the snow, experiencing like my first snowstorm.
Jonah, what was the transfer portal process like? I mean, as soon as you hit like school, who's who across the nation started offering?
Yeah, it was a very crazy process, I would say, because you know, entering the portal, I seen guys enter the portal and you know get nothing, and they're kind of just stuck. So I was really, you know, it's one of those things where I just kind of stepped outside the comfort zone and you know put my trust in God and. I'm glad to be here. I feel like I made the right decision to come here, and just appreciative of all the people that have been behind me and supported me throughout this process.
What ultimately made OU the choice?
I say Coach Chavis and Coach Venables. See, like I feel like when people saw that Coach Chavis was going to be the DN's coach here, and they're probably like, who is that? And I mean, shoot, I was even like, who is this guy? Like, when it's a funny story when Coach V. And Coach Chavis offered me first. Coach Venables, you know, hit me up on Twitter and stuff, and then I get my number, and then you know he said he was going to call me later because he was at the Oregon game and he wanted to watch my film. So he sent my film back to Coach Chavis and the guys in the office to watch my film, and you know a couple hours later I got a group FaceTime from you know Coach Venables because I had his number, and then like another random number that I had no idea. I was like, who is this? Like, group FaceTime. So I'm like, answering the phone, I had the phone like up, and I was like, hello. And then Coach Venables was literally in the hotel lifting in the camera, like intense, looking at the camera, doing curls. And I was like who? And then Coach Chavis, the first thing he said, he's like, what do you know about the cross chop? Like, it's like a move, a D-line move, and he's like, what do you know about the cross chop? I was like, what? I was like, who are you? And then he flipped the camera and showed me he was watching my film. I was like, oh, whoa. And then you know, they had like a good synergy, and just how they were like talking to me. They were like, it was like they were freaking playing basketball, alley-ooping each other, talking to me, like passing dimes. I was like, dang. I was like, you guys are dropping facts and dimes, and I was like, dang. So I mean, just talking to them and building that connection with them, that relationship with Coach Chavis and Coach Venables, you know. That's really what got me, and I think you know a lot of people don't. I feel like he doesn't get enough praise as he should, Coach Chavis, because he's a great recruiter. I was like, Coach Chavis needs a raise or something because he's good at recruiting. And you know, instantly I just fell in love with the Coach Venables and Coach Chavis, and you know I trusted those guys. You know, they kept it real with me. You know, in recruiting, a lot of times you know people get kind of like you know smoke blown up. You know, and you know they kept it real with me. You know, like. We want you to come here, and you know, obviously you have stuff you need to work on, but you know, you're an experienced player, and you know, we'd like to have you come, and you know, building that relationship with them. I trusted them, and shoot, I'm glad I came.
What were you just to expand on that? What were your initial impressions of Coach Chavis? Just what about him stood out to you?
His energy, definitely. That's definitely something I wanted. Is you know, coach with high energy. You know, is coming to work every day, you know, excited, happy, getting me pumped up, you know, because I'm a feed off of them every day. And so he keeps it the same every day. You know, it's never a bad day with him. You know, he's always happy, always excited to be here, always, you know, coming in. Literally came in today. We had donuts. He's like quizzing us. He's like, all right, quizzing us with our plays because, you know, we got a lot of plays. So, you know, he's like quizzing all the boys, you know, asking us what we got on this, what we got with this. And, you know, if you get it right, you got a donut. If you didn't, oh well.
You mentioned the land graffiti's. Just sort of some guys that are driving around. Just guys in general that you've gotten particularly close with so far.
Definitely the guys in the D line. They definitely welcomed me with open arms, especially Reggie Grimes. Shouts out to Reggie. But you know, Ethan Downs, Marcus Stripling. You know, he invites the boys over to. He cooks. Like, he actually can cook too. Stripling can throw down. So shouts out to Strip. But yeah, he's invited us over the past 2 weekends. You know, we ate at his house. You know, just getting together, getting some fellowship together. So I'm really grateful to have these guys and be a part of this team, especially in the D-line room.
It seems like since January, everything's kind of come together really quickly for this team as far as culture. I mean, I know it's new to you, but just how different has that been?
I mean, definitely because I've been hearing some stories from how it was before.
Sure.
What these the guys are telling me, it's way different how the team is now than how it used to be with Coach Venables, because Coach Venables does not play. He's very serious. So we have like accountability teams. Hold each other accountable. They had like a little draft or whatever. Certain team members were drafting people to their team for accountability. Make sure going to class. Getting your nutrition. Make sure you're making your weight goals and stuff like that, and holding each other accountable. And if you don't, consequences. With Smitty too. So
sure.
You don't want that.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.